This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Time right now is 4:27 here on your Monday morning. We want to thank you for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We begin with a warning from police ahead of the holidays. They want you to ask one question before you head to a friend's or relative's house. Do you have a gun in your home? This is especially important if you are bringing children to this home.
Yes, they want people to know that most accidental shootings happen within a home setting. And a lot of times it's just when someone's visiting and their kids, this isn't their normal environment, and the people who live there maybe don't normally have kids in their home, and so they don't have that gun secured in a secure location where it's not easily accessible. So this is just something that they want you to remember so that we can prevent tragedies from happening, especially this holiday season where we're visiting people with family and friends. We don't want this to take a turn for the worse, so we'll have that story coming up.
Taking a turn now, though, we do have a positive story coming out of Riley Hospital for children, where a teacher there is helping kids who are going through kidney issues.
Yeah, so they're hooked up to dialysis for hours and hours a day, and so they're trying to find a way to incentivize these kids to bring their homework, do things that they're supposed to be doing, and kind of make it a fun game in a way, and they can also win some great prizes and things from Riley. So this is a pretty cool program. Kelsey Anderson is going to be breaking it down for you, how they can learn this cash, just doing things that they're supposed to be doing. The kids are really getting into this. They'll have that story coming up. We do want to take a turn right now to our forecast. Bring in Alyssa Donovan as they're starting a new work week. Yesterday, Alyssa, was really nice, but Saturday was not. So what can we expect today?
So we are going to start very nice this week. Those temperatures are mild. It's going to be a quiet start to our week, but then things are changing just tomorrow. So get outside and enjoy today. Those temperatures are going to be into the mid-50s. Quiet today. We're starting with some sunshine this morning, and then we'll see a little bit more cloud coverage move in this afternoon. 55 for the high, so we are right back close to average, a little above average for some areas as we head into the afternoon with those daytime highs. Tomorrow we do have a low pressure system that's going to come in. That's going to bring us some more rain, and then that's really the start of a really wet, active weather pattern that we're going to see some chances of rain really on and off throughout the week.
All right, Alyssa.
Thank you.
Man, just in time for Halloween.
I know.
Not Halloween. What holiday is it? All right.
Close.
Okay, Alyssa, thank you so much. We do want to talk about hiring Hoosiers. This week we're looking at some success stories in hiring Hoosiers. So Amanda Sartino is going to introduce us to a program that's helping workers get trained. It's sort of a roundtable type event. She'll show you how people are finding success and how this program that we told you about earlier this year is now growing and it's becoming more diverse. So we'll have that story plus news, weather, and traffic to kick off your Monday morning.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
With all the celebrations and activities, gun safety is crucial during the holiday season. The question one mother is urging you to ask before you are visiting someone's home.
A Purdue student is dead after falling in an Alabama cave, what officials say caused the accident to happen.
And more Indiana lawmakers are getting behind lowering the legal age to buy tobacco and vaping products. What the House Speaker said changed his mind on this issue. First here at 4:30, we do want to welcome you into Good Morning Indiana to start your Monday. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. Alyssa Donovan here with us. And Alyssa, we are starting off the week on a really nice note weather-wise.
Yeah, so it's going to be a beautiful start to the week. We're going to have a few bumps here and there throughout the week, but get outside and enjoy today because it's going to be a really nice weather day. We're going to see quiet conditions starting in the 30s this morning, so it is a cool start. 37 degrees in Indianapolis, 42 in Muncie, 41 in Bloomington. As we head into the afternoon, we'll see a little bit of cloud coverage. Highs today, though, are creeping into the mid-50s, so we are warming up. Right now, we have high pressure that's building over the area right now, so we're going to start pretty clear this morning, and then we'll just see a little bit more cloud coverage this afternoon. But overall, it's going to be a quiet weather day. We're going to see just a light breeze out of the southwest as we head into the afternoon hours. Besides that, though, not a lot going on in the weather department today. We're just going to see those clouds build a little bit throughout the day. Temperatures climbing into the mid-50s. Things change tomorrow. We'll see a low pressure system move in. That's going to bring us some chances of rain, and then that's going to start an active weather pattern for the rest of the week.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. We are keeping a close eye on traffic as you're heading out the door to kick off your work week. Here's a live look over here on the east side, I-70 and Sherman Drive. You can see traffic is moving along up to speed, both eastbound and westbound this morning. No issues to slow you down, so that is great news. Let's take a turn up to the northeast side of town. This is I-465 and I-69. 69. You can see traffic in this area is moving along up to speed. No crashes or delays around the metro area to slow down your Monday morning drive.
With the holiday season upon us, families are sure to gather and celebrate. But at the same time, Metro Police want you to have a safe holiday season. They're encouraging people in this video they just released to lock up their guns and put them away safely out of children's reach. We also talked to one mother who is urging people to ask family and friends if their guns are properly put away in their home. Candace Cole dropped off her kids at a babysitter's house when her 4-year-old son found the babysitter's gun and accidentally shot and killed himself. Cole now says she wishes she asked that question.
I would rather be uncomfortable during a 5-minute conversation than have to wake up every day knowing that I'm supposed to have 2 kids and I have 1. I'm supposed to have a brother and a sister who are growing up together, and instead I have a sister who lays on her bed and cries holding a picture of her and her brother.
According to Be Smart, with Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, 90% of accidental shootings happen in a home setting.
A Purdue student has died after falling into an Alabama cave. 21-year-old Trevor Cole was exploring the Valhalla Cave in Jackson County with 4 other Purdue students. The group was attempting to rappel down a 200-foot drop into a pit. Authorities say Cole was tying a couple of ropes to avoid a knot when his equipment failed. It took emergency crews about 4 hours to get Cole's body out. All of the students had permits from the Southeastern Cave Conservancy to enter Valhalla. No other students were hurt.
Police are still looking for the person who left vulgar graffiti on the entryway of a Hamilton County neighborhood. The neighborhood is located at 104th and Brooks Park Avenue, just east of Geist Reservoir. The vandals used bright spray paint to put a vulgar drawing and crude message on the sign. We spotted the graffiti this weekend and contacted Fishers Police. They're not sure how long it has been there, and they are trying to find out who's responsible.
At 4:34, more Indiana lawmakers are voicing support for raising the state's legal age to buy tobacco and vaping products. House Speaker Brian Bosma says he'd like to see the age raised from 18 to 21. Most of his colleagues in the House Republican caucus agree with him. Bosma had previously blocked raising that age, saying 18-year-olds can serve in the military, vote, and buy guns. But now Bosma says he's changed his mind because the armed services and veterans groups support this age change. Bosma also notes an increase in youth vaping related deaths and illnesses. Lawmakers are also pushing to raise taxes on tobacco products in an effort to curb use.
Officials say nearly 20,000 pounds of narcotics were seized last year in 12 Midwestern states, including Indiana. U.S. Customs and Border Protection announced the Chicago field office in charge of those states had the highest number of narcotic seizures of any field office. More than 15,000 packages were seized at ports of entry. The top narcotics found were ecstasy, prescription drugs, and marijuana. Federal officials say smugglers are often creative when shipping drugs. Some have been found in rolls of cheese, stuffed animals, and tombstones.
At 4:35, a very talented teenager here from Franklin Township will be showcasing his skills on an episode of Chopped Jr. that will air on Food Network next week. We stopped by Connor Vought's house so he could give us a little taste of what to expect on the episode. Connor is a 7th grader from Franklin Township Middle School. He's been helping his mom cook in the kitchen since he was just 4 years old. The family loves the show Chopped, and Connor decided to fill out an application for the show about 9 months, or fill out an application for the show, and then about 9 months later is when he got that call to interview, and he was chosen. He taped the episode this summer in New York, and this is a photo with a former NFL player and celebrity judge, Rashad Jennings. We asked him, what's the most difficult part of the competition for him?
It was mostly just not having parents there to be like, oh, you're doing good. And you're just there hopefully doing something correct. If you're not, then it's not good. So if I'm at home, I have somebody to go, you probably shouldn't do that. But when you're on the show, it's more of the producers go, oh, I can't tell you that.
They did a really good job of making you feel at ease about it. It's just the stress of not being able to help, and all of the parents, we were yelling at the TV like, what do you do? Oh no, put that down, grab that. When the kids would do something when you were watching.
Well, Connor's episode of Chopped Jr. will air on December 3rd on the Food Network. He can't tell us how far he got in the competition, but the winner does get $10,000.
Oh, good luck to him. A holiday tradition is back open for the season in Noblesville. The Ice Plaza at Federal Hill Commons opened this weekend for ice skating. The temporary ice rink with real ice will stay open until January 6th. Instead of offering sessions, the Ice Plaza allows skaters to enjoy the ice for as long as they want. The ice rink is closed today and tomorrow, but opens back up on Wednesday at 5 p.m. It will also be closed on Thanksgiving.
The U.S.'s top Navy official is being forced to resign. Coming up, why Pentagon officials say he mishandled the war crimes case against a Navy SEAL.
And a fitness center is helping patients with Parkinson's fight the disease through boxing. Why experts say the activity helps improve their condition.
And we have a quiet start to the work week. Temperatures climbing close to average this afternoon into the mid-50s. We do have some chances of rain, though, in the forecast. I'll break down the details coming up.
Visit your local Chase branch.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. It is 4:40 here on your Monday. Here's a live look right now at I-65 and West Street approaching the downtown area. You can see traffic is moving along just fine on the interstates. We'll continue to keep a close eye for any crashes or delays that might slow you down this morning.
A big shakeup at the Pentagon. The top official at the Navy forced to resign after the way he handled the war crimes case of Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher. Navy Secretary Richard Spencer is accused of going behind his boss's back after President Trump intervened in the case. ABC's Adrian Bankert has more.
This morning, Navy Secretary Richard Spencer is out of a job, forced out over the handling of the war crimes case involving Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher. Defense Secretary Mark Esper saying in a statement, "I have determined that Secretary Spencer no longer has my confidence to continue in his position." Gallagher was acquitted by a military court of war crimes in the killing of a teenage ISIS prisoner in Iraq, but was convicted for illegally posing with the teen's corpse. He was then demoted in rank, sparking a controversy pitting the Trump administration against the U.S. Navy. The president intervened in the case last week, ordering the Navy to promote Gallagher back to his rank, restoring his pay and pension.
You know, I just want to retire peacefully with all the honors that I've earned, get back to my family.
The president then publicly slammed the Navy for launching a review that could have stripped the decorated veteran of his status as a Navy SEAL with this tweet: "The Navy will not be taking away warfighter and Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher's Trident pin. This case was handled very badly from the beginning. Get back to business." But Navy Secretary Richard Spencer responded by saying he does not consider tweets an order. In a lengthy letter to the president, Spencer said he could not in good conscience obey an order that he believed violated the sacred oath he took. Defense Secretary Esper says he fired Spencer for going around him in dealing with the Gallagher issue. Esper says he, quote, lost trust and confidence in him regarding his lack of candor over conversations with the White House. Senator Chuck Schumer says Spencer got a raw deal.
I believe he did the right thing. He should be proud. Good order, morale, and discipline in the armed services have to transcend politics, and Spencer stood for that.
Gallagher will now retire November 30th with the Trident pin that identifies him as a SEAL. Adrian Bankert, ABC News, New York.
At 4:43, former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg has officially announced that he's joining the already crowded Democratic presidential race. He made his anticipated announcement on Twitter saying, quote, "I'm running for president to defeat Donald Trump and rebuild America," end quote. Bloomberg goes on to say that his experience in business and government are valuable assets and will enable him to win. He already dropped more than $37 million on a TV ad campaign, the largest in the 2020 election cycle so far. President Trump's campaign is seemingly not concerned with Bloomberg's entry, saying that they can keep adding names, but, quote, "no one beats Trump."
One of R. Kelly's girlfriends is now speaking out against the singer. Joycelyn Savage is now accusing Kelly of being controlling and manipulative in their relationship. The 24-year-old released a video on Instagram saying she started a page on Patreon to share her story. Savage claims Kelly forced her to call him master and that he made his staff watch her even when she showered. Kelly's lawyer says Savage is exploiting her relationship with the singer to make money. R. Kelly is currently in prison facing several sex abuse charges from multiple states.
Well, check this out. A pilot had to be rescued after a small plane ended up crashing into power lines and got tangled up, and it was stuck hanging upside down. The plane got stuck in the lines near Minneapolis. Crews de-energized those power lines and got the 65-year-old pilot down safely. Officials say he was luckily able to walk away without any injuries. The FAA is investigating this crash.
Weather could stop the iconic balloons from appearing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this year. Officials say windy conditions are expected on Thursday, and city rules say balloons cannot fly if there are wind gusts more than 34 miles per hour. Right now, the forecast calls for the gusts to exceed the regulations. Officials will have to monitor wind conditions and decide whether to allow the balloons to be flown. There were restrictions put in place in 1997 after the Cat in the Hat balloon injured 4 people because of strong winds. Here at 4:45 in central Indiana, though, a nice calm day ahead of us, Alyssa.
That's right. We're going to see some quiet conditions today, and then we do have some changes tomorrow that will stick with us throughout the week. We're going to see a chance of showers tomorrow. Showers likely, I should say, for your Tuesday. And then we are going to see hit and miss showers on and off throughout the week. Several different chances in our forecast. But today, it's going to be quiet and pleasant. And then the good news is we do have those rain chances throughout the week. But on Thanksgiving, it looks like it is going to be just a little bit cool and dry. Starting today with those temperatures in the 30s and low 40s across the area. We're at 37 degrees in Indianapolis, 39 in Kokomo, 41 in Bloomington. We have clear skies right now. Those winds are light out of the south-southwest, about 10 miles per hour. Those winds are going to pick up a little bit this afternoon, so you'll notice just a slight breeze later today with those gusts close to 20 miles per hour, and that's just because we have an approaching low pressure system. What's going on right now, though, is we have high pressure over the area that's building in right now, which is why we are starting with those clear skies this morning. We'll see a little bit more cloud coverage as we head through the day, but as you head out the door this morning, temperatures are going to be close to average. Those temperatures right around the 30s with those clear skies. So we're going to start with some sunshine today, and then we'll just see a little bit of cloud coverage by the afternoon, especially over those northern counties. By the noon hour, temperatures will climb close to 50 degrees, and then we'll see highs into the mid-50s today. So we're a little bit above average for a change. I know it's been a cool few weeks we've had, and we are starting to see those temperatures a little bit warmer today, close to 50 degrees or 60 degrees rather, to the south of us. So we are seeing some warmer conditions today and dry conditions. But what's happening next is we have this approaching low pressure system that's going to start tracking into the area tomorrow, bringing us the potential of showers really throughout the day. And then we are going to see just a chance of showers on Wednesday before things dry out just in time for Thanksgiving. Looking ahead to tomorrow, though, we are going to start to see those chances of showers in the morning, with the best chance of showers coming in the afternoon and early evening, possibly lingering overnight into your Wednesday. Today, it's going to be a quiet day, mostly sunny start. We'll see a little bit more cloud coverage by the afternoon, hitting the 50-degree mark right around the noon hour, close to 55 degrees for our high. So just a little bit above average for this time of year. So a welcome change to start our work week. Tomorrow, staying in the 50s, we'll see those rain showers possible throughout the day, with the best chance of the heavier showers coming in the afternoon. Wednesday is going to be quiet with just a spot shower possible from that lingering system. And then we drop off with those temperatures on Thanksgiving. However, it is going to be dry with mostly cloudy skies.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. Let's take a live look right now at traffic out near the airport. It's going to be a busy travel week for the Thanksgiving holiday. Monday, not expected to be too crazy, but that'll change as we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving. Here's a look at your commute to or from the airport here on I-70. This is a little west of FedEx. We can see traffic is moving along just fine at this early hour. Let's take a look at our traffic now. Maps this morning taking you down to the south side of town. No problems here on northbound State Road 37 from Smith Valley Road in Greenwood to the I-465 ramps. It's a 9-minute commute, so no delays. Looking across the county here, starting at Whiteland Road up to I-70 at the North Split, it's an 18-minute drive, so no problems there. Over on the east side, this is I-70 and Sherman Drive. You can see traffic here is traveling up to speed, still pretty quiet at this early hour.
The battle for electric trucks is heating up as General Motors announced its official launch date. GM says it will have its electric pickup truck ready for market by fall of 2021. It's all part of a battle brewing in the auto industry for electric vehicles. The company plans to roll 20 of these vehicles out by 2023, as well as thousands of charging stations across the country. Ford is also working to develop an electric pickup truck.
A fitness class out in Colorado is helping people with Parkinson's by teaching them boxing. The class is specifically for patients with that disease. They do various boxing combinations while calling out each move. The exercise helps them to improve their physical and mental strength.
Boxing aspect of it has really helped with coordination, balance, footwork.
Well, experts say the movements help reinforce connections in the brain that might have been weakened by the disease. This 1-hour class is free to patients with Parkinson's and their loved ones. In Meredith, they have Rocksteady Boxing here in Indianapolis that does something very similar.
And they do a great program helping so many people. A town in Maine is kicking off the holiday season with a unique tradition. Still ahead, how they make this 40-foot Christmas tree out of lobster traps.
Yeah, and we're learning some new information this morning about news we brought you over the weekend. An Indiana state trooper shot during a standoff. New at 5 o'clock what officials say happened during that incident. But first,
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, live gavel-to-gavel coverage of Florida versus Mark Sievers. We'll be inside the courtroom down in Fort Myers, where this man, Mark Sievers, has been accused of orchestrating the murder of his wife, hiring his own best friend to take the life of Teresa Sievers. The couple has 2 young children. The motive, prosecutors say, was $5 million in life insurance. We are live in Fort Myers, Florida, today on Court TV.
And don't forget, you can watch the all-new Court TV live on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. We'll be right back.
Down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
Welcome back. It is 4:54 here on your Monday, and here's a live look at traffic up on the northwest side, I-465 and I-865 in the dog leg. You can see a police car there in the bottom corner of your screen, but it's not blocking any traffic lanes at this hour. Traffic is moving along up to speed there on the northwest side. We'll continue to keep a close eye out for any issues, and we'll keep you updated.
A town in Maine decorates their Christmas tree a little differently than most. They build it with recycled lobster traps. Just take a look. The city of Rockland, known as the lobster capital of the world, began building the tree this past week. The 40-foot tree uses 155 traps, 2,500 lights, 100 lobster buoys, and tons of zip ties. Volunteers build the entire thing with supervision by the Coast Guard. And when they take it down in January, the traps are auctioned off to 2 winners. They have the option to either keep the traps themselves or receive a cash prize. If they choose the cash, the traps are returned to one of the local trap mills. It's been a town tradition since 2003. Very
I've been
cool.
there.
Oh,
It's
have
beautiful.
you? Have you seen that tree?
Not the tree.
Okay.
I went in the summer.
You'll have to
but
go back.
Yes, I definitely want to go back. It's a very cool place to go. All right, well, they say everything is bigger in Texas. That includes the price tag on fajitas. New Houston restaurant Garden Grace is selling its Tex-Mex entree for $400. The fajitas include pounds of beef, all the sides, enchiladas, hand-made tortillas made with a gold leaf. I don't know how they would spend that much on fajitas.
Well, they're called millionaire fajitas, so that's how you have $1 million. And
I guess so.
$400 is like $40.
I feel like all the ingredients for fajitas aren't that expensive, though.
I guess not.
Yeah, no.
It's the gold leaf. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, well,
All right,
I would
Melissa.
give a gold medal to our forecast for
At
today.
least for today, yeah. Today's going to be a nice day. The day to get outside in the forecast. Temperatures are above average. We're going to see some sunshine throughout the day. A little bit more cloud coverage this afternoon, but mostly sunny for the most part. And then 55 for our high, so we're above average. Tomorrow we're staying warm, but we have rain showers moving in throughout the day with most of the activity happening in the afternoon. Spot shower possible on Wednesday. Thanksgiving looking quiet right now, but a little bit cooler with those temperatures dropping back into the 40s. And we have more showers possible over the weekend.